It's totally flipped my perspective of my family.
Actor Jamie Chung grew up in San Francisco, where her father ran an American-style hamburger restaurant. Jamie knew that he'd emigrated from Korea as a young man, but beyond that, all was a mystery. We began to unravel that mystery and focused first on Jamie's grandfather, who followed his son to the United States. His immigration file shows that he applied for a visa when he was 73 years old and spoke no English.
That's insane.
Yeah.
How terrifying.
Did he ever talk about this?
No. No, he did not. My grandmother doesn't speak English as well.
And no stories about how he felt, about what it was like when they got here. Were they homesick?
No, we don't talk about those things in our family.
And why not, do you think?
I think we're just very proud people, and I think they keep a lot of things to themselves, and I don't think they allow themselves to be vulnerable, not even with family. I've seen certain cracks of that, certain moments, but they're very private people.
Hoping to learn more about these private people, our researchers quickly ran into trouble. Jamie's grandfather came from a village called Cho-Hyun-ri. When he moved away in the early 20th century, it was an extremely rural place, and we could find no records of his family within it. Normally, this would make tracing his roots very difficult. But in his immigration files, her grandfather had listed his clan name, Chung San, and that opened a door. Clans have been central to Korean society for more than 2,000 years. Many keep what's known as a chokbo, a written genealogy, and the Chung San clan was no exception.
Son, Chung Ju-hyun, date of birth 1876, October 22nd, date of birth 1926, April 2nd. Son, Chung Jun-hwa, my great-grandparents.
There you go.
Wow.
Already you're back almost 200 years to an ancestor born in 1841.
Man, I've never heard of these names before. These dates are kind of mind-boggling, and to know that our family has a chokbo is pretty incredible. I mean, I couldn't even fathom our history going back that far.
Jamie's history was about to go back much further. The Chung San chokbo traces her father's direct paternal line all the way to her 18th great-grandfather, a man named Chung Kum-kang. He was born in the 1300s and is listed in the chokbo as being what was known as a sijum. Do you know what a sijum was?
No.
The word literally translates as servant.
Ah.
But in this context, it indicates that Chung Kum-kang had a high position in the Korean government.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
According to the scholars we consulted, this position was a great honor, similar to being a deputy prime minister.
I don't think my family knows that.
No. Jamie's ancestor likely earned his elevated position by taking a national exam. At the time, this was the only way for most Koreans to rise up in the government, and competition was intense. The exam was given in a palace courtyard, where all candidates were required to write an essay in classical Chinese while sitting on the ground.
That's crazy.
What do you make of this saga, this journey from the 14th century AD to a rural village, to a restaurant in San Francisco selling Tony's hamburgers,
Yes.
all the way to you?
Yeah, it's totally flipped my perspective of my family history.
Discovering the stories of our ancestors is a transformative experience, changing the way we see ourselves our families, and our shared history. To see more incredible stories, click below. And thank you for watching.